Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be playing another standard Demon Hunter deck that is heavily inspired on this Warlock quest from a long time ago that is currently only available in wild mode, which gives you, by completing the reward, you get Blightborn Tamsin. For the rest of the game, damage you take on your turn damages your opponent instead. But in standard, we have arrived. It has arrived from the latest expansion, Arana, the Thrill Seeker. It's a priest tourist that can be included in your Demon Hunter deck. It gives you access to priest cards, and it says that the damage your hero takes on your turn is redirected to a random enemy. Quite not the same, but similar to the quest. So let's try to take a look at this current deck. So the goal here is going to be to inflicting ourselves a ton of damage. And of course, there are a few new cards from the priest set that have arrived into this expansion, and I think that it's kind of convoluted way because you are going to need to have Arana Thrill Seeker on board when you want to activate all of those effects. I don't think that's going to be too reliable, but we do have this new card that it's called Rest in Peace. Each player summons the higher cost minion that died this game, so we have a backup Arana to play, and the rest of my deck is mostly carrying all the Demon Hunter cards that allows me to draw very fast. I don't know why Demon Hunter has so many draw effects in the class. It's kind of like their true identity is not about outcast, not about demons, either small or large. It's just about drawing the entire deck. So many times in the past, I've been trying to make an interesting Demon Hunter deck, but the problem is that many of the cards in Demon Hunter draw so many things that you want to be able to keep refilling your deck, and in the standard there hasn't been any reliable way to do so until recently. So now we're going to take a turn around with this. So the main ingredient for this to work is to find the glaive tar, which is a weapon that can draw a ton of cards by playing outcast cards while equipped. So I want to find it. Of course, it would be interesting to save my outcast cards for the moment I have the weapon equipped, but I think I'm going to have enough during the course of the game, so I don't mind spending a few of the outcast cards while we wait. We have found Arana. Even if the opponent Dirty Rats my Arana, remember that we may have a backup one down the road with the whatchamacallit, the priest spell. And of course, this this entire idea of killing the opponent by inflicting damage to myself, it can be disrupted in several ways. Yes, but I think it's fine to attempt. Let me think. These spells are going to be cast when I draw them, so make him a minion. It could be one of the opponent's minions, perhaps, worth it. Discovering kind of not good because I don't want to fill my hand with discover cards. So the red card, I think we might find uses for it. And let's see, I'm waiting to find my weapon before I play my two outcast cards that I have in my hand. I also have the I-beam not required yet because I don't need to heal yet the opponent with one of the new legendaries here. The Narain's Sooth Fancy. We have also the Patches the Pilot. It shuffles some 1/1 charge minions in the deck. Since the minions self-summon when drawn, I don't think it's bad to have them here. And I think I'm going to put this buddy to sleep for the time being. And try to discover an outcast card. The paraglide, I like. Oh, another sub-theme of the deck is to burn the opponent's card too. So this new card, paraglide, draws for both players unless it has with outcast, and normally you will want to have the opponent draw the cards. Look at this, the opponent has 9 cards in hand already. Puppet Theater, yeah, that was pretty obvious that he was going to copy my guy. Hello, Patches the Pilot. And I'm not concerned about that. If the opponent wants to have the pirates, so be it. I'm going to play this paraglide to force the opponent to draw cards and hopefully burn something relevant. Something goes to sleep by accident. We have Reno, a parachute, spectral, skulker. I need to make room in my hand. I'm going to play the Wayward Sage. Okay, now we're taking apart the opponent's health before... Oh no, Raiden. Before having our deck reduced, I think this game might end sooner than I anticipated. The opponent's playing too slow here. We have a backup paraglide, so I'm gonna need to dump some cards here, but I think it's possible. Fortune, parachute. Okay, you got a 1/1 guy. Opponent holding 8 cards in hand. About time we do a second paraglide here. Let's make some room first. I have 10 cards in hand. I suppose I can dump the Sigil Runner or try to draw a few more. I do have another paraglide, but I don't want to risk burning my weapon yet. So let's get the Spectral Sight, so I can draw even more. This guy has Rush. Let's go ahead and make room in my hand just in case. I would like to hopefully be able to play my outcast things soon. The opponent, 10 cards in hand for the opponent. Let's see what he's trying to do. Incindius, kind of scary, but the eruptions actually help me if I have Arana in play. The opponent, of course, could steal my Arana. That would be bad news for me, but don't worry that much. Come on, weapon, where are you? Where's my weapon? 9 cards in hand. I'm going to have to try to find the weapon already. Military studies, not yet. Let's see if we can... let's put this guy back up where it belongs. And I have 9 cards, holding 9 cards in hand. Kind of a pity. Let's drop this. I was thinking about playing this again. Go with Runic Adornment. More spells in the deck. Immolation Aura. Could be devastating if this spell destroys my first arena, but we have a second one at some point. I expect the opponent to go ahead and play another Incindius. Maybe he steals gets a copy of this 2/1 with the Puppet Theater. Incindius number 2. With the Eruption. Come on, weapon, please. 18 cards left. 5 of them are my 1/1 pirates. More Incindius for the opponent, he loves them. More patches. I think the patches kind of go against the the Incindius plant. Okay, Posic has 10 cards. My Posic does not match at this point in the game. So I think I'm going to start by making a little bit of room in my hand. Get something out of this, such as the Elidar status. And the Paraglide. Let's go with the Sigil Runner first. Parachute. Here's the Gleiptar, finally. I was so scared, guys. Now, oh no, the eruption destroyed one of them. There are only 9 more to go. I have 15 cards in the deck. Incindius number 2, but this, I don't know if this upgrades the eruptions or not. It's not clear to me if this upgrading happens to all the eruptions or only the first. It's not really good. Now the opponent is sitting at 8 points. If I smacked the opponent with the Gleiptar, I may be able to kill the guy. Opponent, please. All right, so here we go. We're going to use the arena. We're drawing a lot of things. Let's put something to sleep. Good. Another Gleiptar. Maybe useful. We still draw a few more cards. Okay, too late for the party. Let's get the arena. I'm going to punch this guy with my face after having drawn a few more things. Let's draw with the Paraglide here. Oh, the eruption. Oops, sorry. Oh no, the eruption. Oh. I see the opponent only sitting at 5 total points. If I attack now, I draw 3 cards. One of the cards left is... Where's my... Oh no, this is here. Okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't worry, guys. I still have my rest in peace in here. And the opponent sitting at 1 life. He probably has to hero power or find a way to survive here. I have a Gleiptar on the way out. I can use a rest in peace. Only 1 card left in the deck. This is not going to cut it. Thrive in the shadows. Oh no, 5 damage. Oh no, ouch. My opponent is killing me. Help. Ha ha ha. Oh no, what do I do? Oh no, opponent. Okay, rest in peace. I have 7 mana left to spare. I suppose I go with this. Spectral Sight. And take this. And hopefully here's... Okay, I was thinking about hitting one of the minions, but I think it's 1 in 3 chance of missing, 1 in 3 chance of winning here. All right. It took a little longer than I wanted to find the weapon, but once we got it, the game ran smoothly, even despite the opponent having shuffled like a gazillion eruptions in the deck. Let's try one more time. I hope you are enjoying this concept. Of course, if you play Wild and you have encountered the Warlock quest, probably you are tired of seeing this thing happening over and over. It's like it's a very streamlined deck with little to none interaction. There's pretty much nothing you can do to stop the warlock from killing you. Here, I think this deck is fair. There are many ways to interrupt what my plans. For instance, weapon destroying. The opponent could steal my arena. The opponent maybe can survive the barrage of damage if he has enough minions. The damage is not focused on the opponent's head, so if you have enough stuff out, you may survive. So here the plan is pretty much the same. It's a linear deck, yes, that I will give you. Not much to think about here. The paraglide adds an element of interaction, trying to burn opponent's cards. Oh, Blaze Storm turn for a 3-1. That's kind of an overkill, I guess. Let's begin the plan with the last Glaive. I may want to crack this Glaive at some point, but if the opponent happens to run weapon removal, you have to be careful. I'm going to give the opponent a little present here. I could play this and this. Not worth. Let's do this. Do I want to draw one card? Nah, not really. Let's see if we can save. Maybe I want to play this second Glaive Turret, so my cards towards the left have Outcast active. That's an idea, but then I have to play a second Glaive Turret, which is 4 mana that I have to spend playing the weapon. The opponent gaining tons and tons of armor and drawing perhaps too many things. So I think I have 7 in hand. I think I'm going to go ahead with the Paraglide here. Instrument tech is fine. Now this draws 2, maybe too many. Let's 8 cards up. Now let's see. Maybe the opponent attempt to destroy my weapon here. It will burn one of my cards. He's trying to gain tons and tons of armor, which is going to be interesting to see if I can pass through all the opponent's defenses with all my damage. Okay, here's an interesting interaction. I could play this, and then equip this weapon to draw one thing. Right, here we go. Let's attack here. I'm going to leave the opponent have this guy up, I suppose. Play this. Attack. Maybe I put this guy to sleep. Not sure. Maybe. Now here I'm exposing both my weapons. If the opponent kills this and plays the Viper, the Rastro Viper, I lose my key ingredients for my plan. The opponent has the bots in the picture. That's kind of weird. Another Blaze Storm coming up, maybe. That's strange at best. Okay, here goes my... I get to draw 2 things, I think. Okay, the Paraglide, it's looking fine. I want to burn opponent's cards here. Let's get the Weight of the World. both players draw 3 cards. I don't care if I burn some of mine. Nice. I could have used that. I'm going to put one of the opponent's minions to sleep. I'm going to get another one of those paraglides and save my weapon back until my deck is depleted. I'm already holding 3 cards. I'm going to try to dump my outcast stuff as soon as possible. Maybe I try to play this first, so then at some point in the future I have rest in peace. The opponent has another one of these guys. Not a good idea, opponent. We're going to win by milling the opponent here. Is that what's happening? Okay, then. Patches. I think I do my patches here. Let's go with this Skulker, just in case. Not trusting the opponent with the weapon removal here. Let's see what the opponent does. He certainly wants to take care of this arena now. Have a little surprise for the opponent. New heights. Shield block. I don't know if I want to play the patches in this game. Maybe. Only 6 cards left in the deck. I want to get back my weapon, please. Make some room in the board. And the weapon at 5. Let's try to find some outcast. Hello. Put something to sleep, such as this guy. Draw more for both players. Oh no, the boom boss. Oh no, the Ham the Hungry. Oh no, Celiacs. Oh, opponent. This returns something not useful. Let's play this. And this weapon draws 8 cards. Am I going to be able to pass through all this armor? One way to count how much damage the fatigue does is to take the number of the fatigue, add 1, and then think as if all your cards do that damage, but half of it. So, if I draw 8, I add 1, that's 9. So I have 8 cards that deal 9 damage, but it deals the half of it. So it's 4 times 9, 36 damage. Not enough as of yet. As of yet. But we are going to be taking fatigue as of now. And here comes the surprise opponent. Rest in peace. Another outcast. I think how much mana do I have left? I'm going to draw 2 more. Another one. More outcasts. Now 9. That's 10. Let's see what do we find here. Weight of the World draws 2 more each time. And this is it. After having burned all the opponent's lovely cards, we take our deck apart and watch this end in a fashionable manner by drawing more than we can want and taking 1 fatigue card at a time. Okay, the damage has stopped counting, but the total damage I'm dealing here, it's near the hundreds. If you want to make your numbers, okay, we can watch where does it stop. 820, 21, 22. Okay, I'm going to use the math, the power of math, to figure out the exact number and use that as the name of this video or something along those lines. I hope you have enjoyed this idea. I'm going to leave the code in the comments and the description of the video. So this was it. I'm currently at rank Diamond 5. I don't know, this deck has potential. Maybe you want to try it and maybe you figure out a better way to do it. Just recall that there are some new cards from the priest that you might want to look into, but I don't know if they are worth here in the deck, but who knows. Also important to notice, if you're going to be running Rest in Peace, maybe you want to get another copy, but remember that it's going to summon your highest cost minion and the opponent's highest cost minion. So you want to take care of which minions you have in your deck and pay attention on what the opponent is doing with the plays. But that's it. So if you have some ideas, some comments, or you want for me to try some card or something, I think I have enough dust to craft any cards that you can ask for. So I'm going to be waiting for it. Until next time, sayonara.